world already above the hereafter. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَمَا مَتَاعُ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا فِي الْآخِرَةِ إِلَّا قَلِيلٌ. The enjoyment of this world compared to the hereafter is very few and very little. Look at the Sultan, one of the Khalifas at the Muslim time. Abu al-Atahiya, one of the poets, came to him to congratulate him for building his castle, or his castles. He says, عِشْ مَا بَدَى لَكَ سَالِمًا فِي ظِلِّ شَاهِقَةِ الْقُصُورِ يَجْرِي عَلَيْكَ بِمَا أَرَدْتَ مَعَ الْغُدُوِّ مَعَ الْبُكُورِ فإذا النفوس تغرغرت بزفير حشرجة الصدور فهناك تعلم موقنا ما كنت إلا في غرور. SubhanAllah, the king was expecting a congratulation, good words to congratulate him for this great mansion that he built. But he was surprised by the opposite. He says, live as much as you can in these high palaces, and whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decides for you to enjoy, you will enjoy. But when the soul comes out of your throat, know for sure that you were living in nothing except deceive. You were deceived by those high palaces. So the Sultan started crying, and until he was fainted. This is the kind of interaction that the early Muslim used to have with pieces of advice. Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, again, come back to him. He used to change his dress more than once a day. And he used to enjoy silver and gold and restaurants and good foods and everything. But when he remembers the first night in the grave, everything was changed. After 1 week, his body was very weak, and his face became so pale, and he had nothing except one thawb, just one dress that he changes every now and then. So he said to his wife, what is wrong with Umar? He said, Wallahi ma yanamu al-layl. He does not sleep at night. Wallahi ma ya'wi ila firashihi. When he goes to his bed, he keeps on flipping from side to side as if he is sleeping on charcoal, the barbecue charcoal. And he says, توليت أمر أمة محمد يسألني يوم القيامة الفقير والمسكين والطفل والأرملة. I've been given the responsibility of taking care of a whole Muslim empire in the day of judgment. Look again, they're always attached to the hereafter. They never focus on this world, because they know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who took care of sustenance and money and wealth and health, and He's going to give you, even if you do your best, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not going to give you more than He assigned you. And look at the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's companions. They cared so much about the hereafter, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him this world and what it contains. They became the leader of this world. They inherited the gold and silver from the Persians and the Romans. The Muslim land became so fast all the way from China to Morocco, just because they attached themselves to the hereafter. And Abdurrahman ibn Auf is the best example that I love to do. He lied, he died, leaving behind 4 wives, and his money was kept on being divided among his relatives for 3 days. And he used to spend his money for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because he wants Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's forgiveness. So an Arab poet says, والله لو عاش الفتى في عمره ألفا من الأعوام مالك أمره متنعما فيها بكل لذيذة فيها بسكنى قصره لا يعتريه الهم طول حياته كلا ولا ترد الهموم بصدره ما كان ذلك كله في أن يفي فيها بأول ليلة في قبره. Subhanallah. He says very wise words. He says, if a person lived 1,000 years, holding on tight to his matters, taking care of his affairs, and enjoying everything that he's wishing for, living in palaces, if never experienced any sadness, this will not equal the moments that he is put down in the grave. So what did we prepare, my brothers and sisters? even though we know that the Prophet ﷺ said, Al-Qabru rawdatun min riyad al-Jannah aw hufratun min hufar al-nar. Al-Qabru rawdatun min riyad al-Jannati aw hufratun min hufar al-nar. Al-Qabru rawdatun min riyad al-Jannati aw hufratun min hufar al-nar. The grave is either a garden of Jannah or a pit of hellfire. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to enlighten our graves, and we ask Him Azza wa Jal to make our graves gardens of Jannah, and we ask Him Azza wa Jal to make us steadfast when we're asked by the questions and by the angels, and we ask Him Azza wa Jal to make our good deeds our good company in the grave, and we ask Him Azza wa Jal to make this Quran our shafi'ah and defender in the grave. And we ask Him subhanahu wa ta'ala to make the best of our deeds the last of our deeds. And we ask Him Azza wa Jal to make our best day the day that we meet Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we ask Him Azza wa Jal to make us from those who get lessons from those who die before them. And we ask Him subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us from those who remember death in all their times and affairs. And we ask Him subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us from those who remember this, to motivate us to do better and better, and to make us from those who really believe what the Prophet ﷺ tell about the enjoyment and the punishment in the grave. And I ask Him Azza wa Jal not to make us from those who suddenly face death without preparing to it. And we ask Him subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us before death a tawbah, and upon death shahada, and after death forgiveness and ridwan from Him Azza wa Jal. اللهم إنا نسألك الجنة وكل ما قرب إليها من قول أو عمل ونعوذ بك من النار وكل ما قرب إليها من قول أو عمل. اللهم توفنا مسلمين وألحقنا بالصالحين غير خزايا ولا مفتونين. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم لا تدع لنا في مقامنا هذا ذنبا إلا غفرته ولا هما إلا فرجته ولا دينا إلا قضيته ولا مريضا إلا شفيته ولا طالب علم إلا نجحته ولا ضالا إلا هديته ولا عاصيا إلا رددته برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم مكن لدينك في الأرض وافتح له قلوب العباد. اللهم اجعلنا من عبادك الآمرين بالمعروف والناهين عن المنكر والوقافين عند حدودك والملتزمين بشريعتك. اللهم يا رب العالمين اقسم لنا من خشيتك ما تحول به بيننا وبين معصيتك، ومن طاعتك ما تبلغنا به جنتك، ومن اليقين ما تهون به علينا مصائب الدنيا. اللهم اجعل خير أيامنا خواتيمها وخير أيامنا يوم نلقاك. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله العظيم لي